Today I'm going to show you how to make a beefheart, two different beefheart mixes for discus, for any fish for that matter. A yellow mixture for yellows, yellow crystals, yellow melons, and then a red enhancing one as well. I'm going to show you the time on it, see how long it's going to take me, and we'll take it from there. But just running through some of the products that we've actually got. So look at the time at the moment. The time is 10 past, so we'll see how long it takes. We've got a beefheart there, which is £3 from the butchers. Some butchers are friendly and dead cheap, and some aren't. Just find the right one. I will be cutting the fat off. Through the standard mixture that both parts will get is an egg, some mussels. That was half the mixture, which is £1 in cost. So it's half. So it's 50p's worth of mussels in there. A couple of cloves of garlic, which I will, split down. A banana, that's half a banana, but you can put a banana in. Some discus trace elements, just make sure they get the right vitamins. I've also got some vitamin B mixture there, which is a basic one. Sometimes I add it and sometimes I don't. We've actually got some bags, they're cheap as well, to put the mixture in. And then once we split it down, we've got the key ingredient for the yellow is chlorella. You can buy that off eBay or anywhere for that matter. It's about £8 to £12, but that would last you at least a couple of years, depending on how many dishes you've got. So that'll be added to the bulk mixture to make them yellow. For the red mixture, I'll be adding the paprika, some prawns, and then two mixtures, which is a red pellet, which I've got off eBay, which is a colour enhancing. It's not stuff that you would buy over the counter, but it is cheap. It's spirulina, and basically I've just mixed them two up into this mixture here, and then that will enhance the red. Any spirulina will make yellow fish red, as will commercial flakes. So if you want to just keep a yellow fish, you do need to be adding just the chlorella with the beefheart, the mussels, a banana, anything holistic and organic basically. And then from the beefheart, you'll be getting beefheart for the fish, and then I'll also be getting the fat. Will be going to these two monkeys, two doggy bordeaux, which they'll be looking forward to. So I'll crack on. I'm going to cut these in stages because I can't hold this camera phone at the same time. And but we will, like I say, we'll time it through, and I'll talk you through the next couple of stages. For now, I'm just going to cut the beefheart up, put the quality beefheart in one mixture, and then the fat will go into a pan, which I'll boil down for the dogs. Right, okay. I've just cut the beefheart up. We are now on 20 past. Took me about less than 5 minutes. That with a proper carving knife. Just to give you a bit of a mixture there. That's the beefheart there. No, there's no fat on that. Small pieces. Bigger pieces there, but there's zero fat on that at all. Every single piece. I've not left any pieces there. There's just a tiny bit on there, just see. I will trim that off. So that will be trimmed off a tiny bit, but you want to keep as much beef out as possible. Bit of sinews there. Again, I'll be cutting that off a tiny bit as well. So it is just a beef heart. The mixture for the dogs is literally stuff like this. There's probably a bit I could take off there, but I won't give the dogs a bit of a treat. This kind of stuff, and I'll boil that down with it, and put a bit of veg in, etc., and the dogs will wolf that off. Right, I'm going to crack on now. Just cut a tiny bit more of that fat off, and then I'm going to move on to the next stage. Right, the next stage, I've just cut them into smaller pieces now, and then I will be blending this. For those who have got a grinder is better, but I've used a blender for about 5-6 years now. I don't find any issues at all. You've got to be very careful when you're blending it, though, not to make it into a paste, because that'll just pollute the tank. Personally, what I do with this, once I've grinded it down, or blended it down, I should say, I do use a grater every time I want to, and we'll show you what I'm doing with that in a bit. So just to show you this now, I'm literally getting a few handfuls here to blend it down. I'm not going to be able to do the talk over while I'm doing the blending because it'll be that noisy. But I'll put half of a mixture into the blender, and then we'll blend that through now, and I'll show you what consistency I'm trying to get it to. Okay. okay, I'm just going to check the consistency now. That is around about perfect. It's not too mushy, but again, because I'm going to be cheese grating it every time I'm going to be using it, that is a perfect mixture. That forms the base of the actual beefheart mixture. So we've got the general mixtures together. I'm going to be stirring this with a spoon now, giving it a big mixture, and then we will be splitting them down into two different sections. Sorry about the snoring here from the dogs. That's not me. Okay, these are the two mixtures. I've added the chlorella to the yellow mix, and just the chlorella, nothing else. And then I have added the prawns, the spirulina, the red mixture, which is a xanthin from off the internet, and the paprika. I put about a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons in there, but nothing more than that. They've been both added to the general mix. All I'm going to do now is mix these up with a spoon, and then put them in sandwich bags, stick them in the freezer, and I'll show you the final version. Okay, we're finished now. Time's 22, so I reckon it's took me about 20-25 minutes. Below the kind of myth that it's took some people half a day to make that mix. I've actually made 2 mixes, so I've got the 2 bags here which is the yellow mix, which you just push them down, that's sit them in the freezer, and I've got 3 red bags here, which again freeze them down. They will come out flat. So I've got 5 bags there from 3 pounds worth of beefheart and some other mixtures. The general mixture that I have, bar the chlorella, is something that I have in my cupboard every day. Do I have vitamins? Yes. Do I have bananas? Yes. Do I have eggs and mussels and prawns? Yes. Do I have garlic? Yes. So it is all stuff that I have in the house anyway. I do like cooking. I don't find it laborious. I don't find it difficult. It's very inexpensive to do, and like I said, I've got a mixture there for the dogs as well. The next stage now I'm going to take you to is just feeding the fish, and you'll just see them eating it and take it from there. So this is a piece that I did about 6 months ago. This is quite a thick piece. You met them thin, you met them thick. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to cheese grate them now. The big one it will be for the adults, and the small one will be for the fry. Unfortunately, I can't hold the cheese grate at the same time and the beefheart as the phone, so just give me a few seconds. I've got 2 mixtures here now. I've got the big stuff for the adult fish and the small stuff for the small fish, and let's go and feed them and see how it goes. Right, okay, this is a pair of adults at the moment with some fry in the back. As you can see, they love it. There's no pollution in the water because I keep the blend, the mix, quite thick and then grate it down so it keeps the texture going. There's a bit of an issue in some places where they don't feel it should use an egg. Some people use a binding agent. This is just the way I do it, and I find it successful, but everyone's got to find their own way. Sometimes I use spinach. Sometimes I may use whitefish, but I keep it lumpy, not blend it down, because again it could pollute the tank. But this is the way I do it. There is hundreds and hundreds of different ways. I know people that put